Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Bears. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Video in the Water Juice channel, and welcome to a special video. I've got a very, very intriguing special video for you guys today. We all know that in the age that we live in right now, in 2023, AI is taking over the world. There is AI recordings of artists singing songs. You may have known about the Kanye songs that were going around, all kinds of stuff. Everything has been given AI, and AI has become pretty popular on YouTube as well. So I thought, how can I take AI and make a Madden video out of it? And this would probably be a little bit easier if I was doing Ultimate Team, but you know that I'm not a big Ultimate Team guy. I'm more of a franchise type of guy. So what my galaxy brain came up with is that we are going to use ChatGPT, which is the AI software that we're going to be using. We're going to be using ChatGPT to give us a list of random NFL players that currently play in the league. It's going to generate us a list at a starter at every single position, and whatever list they give us is, I will put it together in Madden, and we will see if that team can win a Super Bowl. But that's not the only thing. If they don't win the Super Bowl in the first season, then I get one season to rebuild that team, one full off season, one full draft, bunch of trades, and if I can't do it, then obviously we lose the rebuild challenge. So we have 2 seasons in total, 1 season where I don't do anything, no injuries, nothing like that, no trades, and we go through, we see if the team that the ChatGPT AI put together wins the Super Bowl, and then I will take that team the next season, and I will try to rebuild it, and we'll go through an off season and a draft, and we'll see if the team that I've put together alongside the AI can win a Super Bowl. So that's the challenge for today. Let me know if you want to see any other videos with ChatGPT. Give me some suggestions. I would be happy to do more, because I was kind of playing around with it before I started this video, and it's kind of pretty fun. It's pretty fun to put just random things into the suggestions and see what it pops out. So without further ado, let's go see if AI can build a Super Bowl team in Madden franchise. Here we are in the glorious ChatGPT screen, and as you can see over here in the corner, I have done a few practice rounds to see if it would give me all of the best players in the NFL. I didn't really want that, because then obviously we wouldn't really be much of a challenge. So that was what this one was. This one was more, I adjusted what I said to what I typed in, and that one gave me more variations. I tried it like 3 or 4 different times, and it gave me different players every single time, and they were always the best players. Sometimes they would pop in some great, like, all-pro players. Like one time I got TJ Watt as an outside linebacker. So I'm hoping that happens again. But I wanted to make sure that I didn't just get like Patrick Mahomes and Derrick Henry and Adrian, what is it, 2006? I didn't want to get like all the best players. You understand, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, all the all-pro guys. I didn't want to get them. So here we go. I'm gonna type in actually I'm gonna go and quickly copy this, because this is the phrase that I want to type in, because this gives me the best option. So I'm gonna copy that, new chat. We're gonna paste it in. And what I'm basically saying is, give me a roster made up of completely random current NFL players to make up a full roster with starters at every single position. So this phrase, this sentence, will, once I hit enter, we will send it to the AI, and they will spit back a list of NFL players currently in the league at every single position with starters. So let's do this. Enter. What are they going to give me? This is the team that we have to see if it's going to win a Super Bowl. All right, we're starting out pretty crazy already. Okay. We keep moving forward. It looks like they've given me all of the good players, which is not necessarily what I wanted. So it looks like it's... Yeah, I understand it's completely generated. It looks like it failed me, because when I did this one... Can I see it, or is it going to be slow? That one, this was the one where it gave me all of the best players. See this? This is not what I wanted. It gave me Patrick Mahomes, DeAndre Hopkins, Travis Kelce. That one is not what I wanted. But this one is similar to one we just got, where it gives me a bunch of all-pro players. This is the one that I wanted more of. See, we got like Teddy Bridgewater as our quarterback. This one is more along the lines of what I needed. So I don't know why it gave me a bunch of players. So let me do a new chat. Give me a list of current NFL players to fill out a roster with starters, if I could type, starters at every, can't even type, position. All right, let's see what that says. What's that gonna... As of September of 2021. Okay, oh, no, okay. This is giving me some different stuff. We might just take this one, actually, because this one worked randomly. But you guys kind of get the idea of what we're doing here with the AI. This one actually worked, and it gave me a good mix of good players and some bad players as well, or some not as great players. Plus, we got some young players like Jeremy Chin is in here. So we have some assets to use. I don't know why it's not working, though. Why it's... I tried it a couple of different times. Let me recopy this and paste it again and see if it'll work again. So will it give me good players? It's going to give me all good players. Okay. Why did it do that the good time, or why did it work the first time and now it's not working anymore? Yeah, it's giving me a bunch of really good players, which is not what I want. That's not the challenge. This team would probably win a Super Bowl, although knowing Madden, it probably wouldn't. Knowing Madden, it probably wouldn't. I'll try it one more time before we just rock with the thing that we already have. Is it going to give me... Oh, here we go. Ryan Fitzpatrick, David Montgomery. Okay. This one we could use. All right, the defense is a little highly rated. Okay, you know what? I don't hate this one. I'm gonna delete this one. And we're gonna stick with this one. I don't know what this means. I'm gonna stick with this one. This one it actually worked finally. So our quarterback is gonna be Ryan Fitzpatrick. Is he even in Madden 23? I didn't think about that. Is Ryan Fitzpatrick in Madden 23? I know he retired. Ooh, that might not be good. We know that Teddy Bridgewater is obviously in Madden 23. Let me just delete this one real quick. So everybody in this list would be able to make the team. But this one, the only problem is Ryan, let me quickly, I have Madden loaded up. Let me quickly check to see if Ryan Fitzpatrick is in the league in Madden 23. So let's sort by name, and is he in the game? He is not. Ryan Fitzpatrick is not in Madden 23. I wasn't sure if he was or not. So the only way that I can think to get around that, if we wanted to use this one, would be just to get like a 60 overall quarterback or something. Or we could just use this one and then we have everybody on the list and we don't have to worry about that, which I think is what we're going to do. So this is the list that we have. I will go into Madden and build this team and then go and start a franchise with this roster, and then we'll take a look at it from there. I hope this team can win a Super Bowl. I don't know what much more I can do with it. We do have TJ Watt, so that's nice. That's going to be helpful. But let's go build this team, and I will see you guys when it's all completed in a franchise. So let's go get that. Okay, so I have put the AI-generated roster into Madden, and this is what it comes out with: an 88 overall offense. We have Teddy Bridgewater at quarterback, DeAndre Swift at running back. We have Devontae Smith, Deontay Johnson, Curtis Samuel, and Braxton Berrios as our wide receivers. Deontay Johnson obviously is kick return. Berrios is punt return. The offensive line, they actually got us a pretty good offensive line. David Bakhtiari, Joe Tooney, Connor Williams, Wyatt Teller, and Taylor Moton. Out of every possible combination of offensive linemen, I can't be mad at that. That's a pretty solid offensive line. We have a decent tight end in Mike Gesicki, but the defense is where we really shine. We have Fred Warner, TJ Watt, and Khalil Mack. We're going to switch to a 4-3 so that we don't have Singleton playing any meaningful snaps at middle linebacker. Well, maybe we will. I don't know. But we also have Deron Payne, Chase Winovich, Trey Hendrickson. The corners, they gave us Marlon Humphrey and J.C. Jackson, so that's pretty good. We have Justin Simmons, and we have Jeremy Chin. Now, the reason why we're the Denver Broncos is not really anything crazy. They had the most money in salary cap, so I picked them because I knew we were going to get like T.J. Watt and Fred Warner, who make a lot of money. So we had to have a team that had a lot of salary cap. Kicker, we got Joey Sly, and Bailey is our punter. So we will go and make sure that Deontay Johnson is running kick return and Braxton Berrios is running punt return, because that is what the AI told us that we needed to do. So we are in week 1. We have an 87 offense, 91 defense, 88 overall team. I'd say the AI gave us a pretty solid team to work with here. We will go to team schemes and see if we're running the most efficient things possible, just to give us the best advantage. And it looks like we need to run a vertical zone run, and we need to run a disguise 3-4. That could be it. Or maybe a base 3-4. Let's run a base 3-4. I know we said that we were probably going to not have middle linebacker Singleton in there, but it's 91% scheme fit, so we might as well run it. But that's what the team is. I'm going to simulate the season. We're going to find out if this AI-generated team can win a Super Bowl. And if they do, then there's no reason for me to rebuild the team, because they've already won the Super Bowl, so the video will be over. But if they don't, then we'll go one more season. I will have the off season, the draft, and free agency to add anybody that I want, and then we'll obviously have like trades and stuff we can make before we start simulating, and then we'll see if the team that I've added to the AI team can win a Super Bowl. So we'll find out. Let's get to the end of the season, see if this team makes the playoffs. Okay, so we made it to the playoffs, and we went 12-4-1. Something that rarely happens in Madden simulations, at least in my experience. We had a tie. We finished with the best record in the division because of that tie. The Chiefs also finished 12-5, but because we only had 4 losses, we went ahead of them. So we make the playoffs. We won the division, and it looks like we were the best team in the AFC. Yeah, we were the 1 seed at 12-4-1 because of that tie. That tie saved us, everybody. The Bills are 12-5, the Chiefs are 12-5, but because we only had 4 losses, we had the best record in the AFC. Now, what were these stats looking like? Teddy Bridgewater with 5,000 yards. Wow. 5,200 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. I was about to say that most likely the reason why we were doing so well is because the defense carried us, but Teddy dropped a bomb on us. 5,000 yards, 28 touchdowns. DeAndre Swift had 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns. Samaje Perine, who wasn't even a part of the roster, had 15 touchdowns. Good for him. 3 separate 1,000-yard receivers. 1,300 for Devontae Smith with 10 touchdowns. 1,200 for Deontay Johnson with 5 touchdowns. Curtis Samuel had 1,106 touchdowns. Gesicki had 893 with 4 touchdowns. Teddy Bridgewater was just throwing it all over the yard. Defensively, we had 122 tackles with Fred Warner. Alex Singleton had 105. Good for you. 79 for TJ Watt, but he really stepped up in the sack game with 16 sacks. Hendrickson had 10. Khalil Mack had 5.5. Deron Payne 3.5. Interception leader Fred Warner had 5. Humphrey had 3. So did Jeremy Chin. Singleton had 2. Singleton had a very good year. But that doesn't matter if we don't win a Super Bowl. Are we going to win? Is the AI-generated team going to win a Super Bowl? Or am I going to have to jump in and add to this team in the draft and in free agency and all that kind of stuff? We take on the New York Jets, who have a good defense, but that's really about it. Obviously, they have Aaron Rodgers. They have a good offense, an okay offense. But let's see what we got. We clearly are the better team on paper. Let's see what happens here. Knowing Madden, we're probably going to lose. No, we win. 28-21, we take on the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. And Teddy Bridgewater is just cooking, man. Teddy Bridgewater is yakking up yards. Chiefs and Broncos for a trip to the Super Bowl. Can AI build a team that goes to the Super Bowl in Madden? Yes, they can. They beat the Chiefs 31-28. The Broncos are going to the Super Bowl to play who? The Eagles. Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, all the boys. It makes sense. It makes sense. Man, I might not even have to do anything. If we win the Super Bowl, then my day is done. Let's go in and see if the Broncos can win a Super Bowl against the Eagles. Teddy Bridgewater's cooking. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are simulating the Super Bowl, and we're down 3-0 already. Come on, Broncos. 6-0. 3-6. It's a field goal battle so far. The defense is doing its job, but there's a touchdown. But there's a touchdown back for us. Down by 3. Come on, Denver. You can do it. Okay. So we are 3rd and 5. Down 13-20. The clock is running, and Teddy Bridgewater's trying to score a touchdown here. 13-20. Come on, boys. 3rd and 5. Throw to Gesicki. He gets the first down, big catch, and we move forward. You love to see that. We're going to go with the cross drag again. Bridgewater doesn't have the speed necessarily, but he doesn't have to. He's got Deontay Johnson, who does have the speed. And Deontay gets to the 32. All right, boys. Let's see what we can do here. We are going to go verticals. We've got Curtis Samuel and Devontae Smith. What do we have? It's going to be Deontay Smith. Devontae, I mean, not Deontay. Devontae. I got hit on the throw, so that didn't really work. Let's go with a play action wide receiver cross, and we'll look for Deontay Johnson. Is he going to be open? He would have been open if the linebacker does not follow. That's crazy that he followed there. Absolutely crazy. We cannot afford to kick a field goal. Field goals don't matter. Gesicki with the big first down catch. Mike Gesicki. Oh my God. A huge first down. Maybe the biggest play in the entire game so far. Mike Gesicki gets the 4th down play. We'll hand this off to DeAndre Swift. Swift fighting forward to the 2. Can we punch it in and tie this game up in the Super Bowl? DeAndre Swift, he's in! Touchdown Denver! DeAndre Swift powers his way in, and the boys have possibly tied this game up. There's no wind, so Joey Sly will put this right down the middle, and Denver is tied with the Eagles at 20 in the Super Bowl. Wow, what a crazy, crazy game this has been. Eagles get the ball, we get the ball back, but the Eagles get the ball back. So both teams had chances. Oh, we're blitzing. We are blitzing like crazy here. Fred Warner up the middle. Possibly get to him. Don't let him get out. Uh-oh. Tackle him, please. Out of bounds at the 49. Kenneth Gainwell gets a huge play from the, what were they, at the 2? And they are almost in the field goal range already. The Philadelphia Eagles might have just won the Super Bowl on one run. To the corner. Out of bounds. Okay, thank you. Woo, that was close. Jake Elliott, his target is the 43-yard line. Will he get there? He might. The Eagles could very well get there. 36 seconds to go. This defense was built for this moment. Come on, boys. This defense was built for this moment. Don't let him get there. Big hit. Good job. We kept him away. They have 1 timeout remaining. It's 3rd and 3. Come on, defense. Get to the boys. Get to Jalen Hurts. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. I can't believe it. In the Super Bowl. He kept it in the Super Bowl, and he got the... Oh, my God, Jalen. But are they going to get this playoff in time, or are they just going to snap it? Or are they going to call a timeout? They do call a timeout, so they waste a little bit extra time, and they are going to win the Super Bowl at the buzzer. I can't believe it. 2 run plays are what is going to be my downfall. Jake Elliott will put it through, and with 1 second left, the Eagles go up by 3. Now, you could argue that it was my fault the Eagles got in this position, and it probably was. Oh, unbelievable. We're going to lose the Super Bowl. Oh, we are going to lose the Super Bowl by 3. It probably was my fault, the reason why we lost. I should have tackled Kenneth Gainwell a lot sooner. But how big of an arm does Teddy Bridgewater have? Now, anything can happen, remember. It could get knocked in the air and go into our hands, but it won't, and we lose the Super Bowl 23-20. So, AI built a team that got us to the Super Bowl, and we lost. Now, can I take this offseason and make the team better to get us to win the Super Bowl? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Kind of sucks that we couldn't do it. I kind of think that it was my fault, and I don't like that. Was it my fault? It probably was. Jalen Hurts is the MVP of the Super Bowl and of the league. It should have been Teddy Bridgewater, to be honest. 5,000 yards? Are you kidding me? And it looks like we are not going to have any money in free agency. We have negative $74 million in cap space. So, you know what that means. We probably don't sign anybody. We probably don't sign anybody. Do we need to re-sign anybody here? Deron Payne about the only guy. And Singleton. But we don't got any money. So we aren't going to sign anybody. I haven't even looked at the draft class. I don't know. We can't make a trade because we have negative $74 million. So we're just going to lose Deron Payne and Singleton. And we will go to the draft. This team's not going to be very good next year because we lost Deron Payne, we lost Singleton, and I don't have any money to bring anybody in. I probably should have figured that before I made the rule that I could have a year of simulation or a year of off-season to try to fix this team. But that's okay. That is okay. We're not going to have a very high pick either, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see if this team can run it back and go to the Super Bowl back-to-back years. Because I'm really not going to have much choice. I'm not going to have any ability to help this team. We don't have a pick until the 3rd round. I forgot about that. We don't have a pick until the 3rd round. Is there anybody on here that's good? I mean, it's not going to matter because I can't trade up. There's a couple good quarterbacks. You know what? I'm just going to skip the draft. I'm just going to skip the draft. We don't have a pick till the 3rd round. Probably shouldn't use the Broncos. I should have used like the Cardinals or the Texans or something. Somebody who have a lot of picks. But we're just going to skip the draft. And we're going to see if the team can go back to the Super Bowl this season. I don't think it's going to happen. But judging by the fact that I couldn't use any money, because we don't have any money, they drafted a 74 overall tight end and then a bunch of scrubs. All right, that's not that great. Wait, hold on. Let me go back to that. Let me see the rest of the league. I want to find out if there was actually like a stud player that I missed out on because I didn't have any draft picks. The highest overall player was a 79 running back. The 2 highest overall were running backs. So I didn't really miss out on anything. I didn't really miss out on anything at all. Next week, we start the off season. Can this team go back to the Super Bowl? So this is the lineup that we're running. Bridgewater still a quarterback. Devontae Smith, Deontay Johnson. The tight end actually has hidden development, so good for him. The offensive line goes up in overall. We have, yikes, the defensive line's not very good. But we have 2 stud linebackers, so that's something. We'll see if this team can run it back again. Can they make the Super Bowl? Let's find out. I'll meet you guys in the playoffs. We make it to the playoffs, and unfortunately, the Chiefs are just that team. They're 16-1. They went unbelievably well. Even with our 10-7 record, we didn't make the playoffs at all, and yeah, we're not in the playoffs. The Chiefs are too good. How did the team do? So Teddy Bridgewater takes a big step back in terms of yards with 4,500, but 30 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. He's got a good TD to interception ratio these past 2 years. DeAndre Swift, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns for him. 3 1,000-yard receivers. Devontae Smith with 1,209 touchdowns. 1,100 yards and 2 touchdowns for Deontay Johnson. And then 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns for Mike Gesicki. 788 and 6 touchdowns for Curtis Samuel. Defensively, we had 112 tackles from Fred Warner. No surprises there. We had 90 tackles from Khalil Mack. 90 from Marlon Humphrey. 87 from J.C. Jackson. 19 sacks from T.J. Watt. 11.5 from Trey Hendrickson. And 2 interceptions from Mack and P.J. Locke. 1 from Jeremy Chin and a couple other guys as well. But unfortunately, we didn't make the Super Bowl. We didn't make the playoffs this year. So I guess AI is good enough to make the Super Bowl but not win it. We lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are a very good team. Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, all those boys, they're a very, very good team. So that's what happens when you let AI and ChatGPT build your Madden franchise team. At least that's what happened in my case. They picked a lot of expensive players that didn't allow me to have any cap space to be able to help this team at all in the next season. I mean, let's just take a look at the team salaries before we end this episode or end this video. Look at the money that we're paying to these guys. T.J. Watt we're paying a ton of money to. Marlon Humphrey, Fred Warner, Taylor Moton, J.C. Jackson, Joe Tooney, David Bakhtiari, all over $70 million. We're paying all of those guys, even a couple over $100 million. And then we're paying Khalil Mack, we're paying Justin Simmons, Trey Hendrickson over $60 million. Wyatt Teller's getting $59. I mean, we have no cheap contracts on this team at all. But we did ride the wave all the way to the Super Bowl in year number 1. Unfortunately, we lost in the Super Bowl to the Philadelphia Eagles. But that's what happens if you allow AI to build a Madden franchise team. I guess it'll get you to the Super Bowl, but it won't let you have any money to help the team in the second season. So it took 2 years. We went to the Super Bowl 1 year and didn't go to the playoffs at all in year number 2. It just so happens that the Chiefs are amazing. The Chiefs didn't even make it to the Super Bowl in this year. They lost to the Ravens, who are, let's just see if they win the Super Bowl against the Lions. I hope that the Lions win because that'd be pretty fun to see the Lions win a Super Bowl, and they don't. The Ravens win. So congratulations to the Ravens. The Chiefs are defeated by the Baltimore Ravens. I would assume that was the case. Who knows? The MVP is Devin Barlow. Joe Burrow wins the MVP of the league. Congratulations to everybody around. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any other suggestions for using AI, like if you want to see AI build another team or like do some other stuff. Get creative. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any other suggestions. I'll try to come up with some different ways to use AI as well in the future. But that is going to do it for the video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. That's going to do it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.